Hello children, nice to see you once again. My name is Mama Kisumu and I love Jesus. He is my very best friend. I don't know how you've been the whole week, but I know one thing for sure, that the Lord loves you. And I know that He has been with you because you are watching me. Yes, I thank God today because of the wonderful stories that He has given us ever since we started. And today there is a new story. And the story is about walking with Jesus. How many of you have ever thought that the Lord does not walk with you? You think that, hey, Mama Kisumu, you are saying the Lord, that Jesus walks with us. How does Jesus walk with you? Does He come from heaven to walk with us? Let me tell you, the Lord has been walking with you, only that you have not seen Him with your naked eyes, all right? But He has been walking with you through the miracles and the things that He does for you that you did not even imagine anybody could have done them for you, all right? Like imagine when you're going to school, you're walking to school and you're walking by the road. Do you know how many kids are normally knocked by moving vehicles? But you have been protected the whole week. Even from Monday to date, you have been walking up and down from school, but no car has hit you, no kidnappers caught you, nobody has stolen anything from you. Why? The Lord has been walking with you. And it is true that the Lord gives us angels to walk with us. But let me tell you, when you have Jesus deep down in your heart, He will walk with you, and He walks with you. In fact, He is the one who carries you. He does the walking. Now, today, I want us to see a story about some people who were with Jesus, His disciples, His friends. They were with Jesus, and then something happened, and they thought they were alone, only to see Jesus, and they discovered, oh, it was Him. How? I want us to see how some people walked with Jesus. Now, you remember there was a time I told you a story about how a little boy shared his lunch with Jesus, and Jesus prayed for that lunch, and the baskets were there were 12 that remained after people had eaten fish and bread. So, I want us to read in our Bible what happened after that, so that I can continue with my story. If you have your Bible, your notebook, and a pen, I am sure those are the things that I always tell you carry. Today we can open our Bibles and read the story that I want us to know about. It is found in the book of Matthew, chapter 14. Are we there? Matthew chapter 14 and verse 22. All right? In fact, let me start with verse 14, verse 20. They all ate and were satisfied, and the disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. The number of those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of Him to the other side, while He dismissed the crowd. After He had dismissed them, He went up on a mountainside by Himself to pray. When evening came, He was there alone. But the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw Him walking on the lake, they were terrified. It's a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. Lord, if it is you, Peter replied, tell me to come to you on the water. Come, he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, Lord, save me! Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You of little faith, he said, why did you doubt? When they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, truly, you are the Son of God. When they had crossed over, they landed at Gennesaret. And when the men of that place recognized Jesus, they sent word to all surrounding country. People brought all their sick to him and begged him to let the sick just touch the edge of his cloak, and all who touched him were healed. I want us to look at this part where Peter said, Lord, if it's you, tell me to come, in chapter 28. And Jesus said what? Come. Then Peter got down and walked out of the boat towards, on the water, and came towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, Lord, save me. Imagine. Children, have you heard that story? Yes. So, here was Jesus. He told them, you go on the other side and wait for me, I'm coming. And then Jesus went to pray. And when he went to pray, the disciples in the boat, they went out into the waters there. Hey, kidogo, mawimbi, the boat started, the waters are just going everywhere and everywhere. And they were scared. And they were like, now, surely now, what is this? And then while they were there, they looked out. Hey, I can see something. What are you seeing? You guys, what is that? And everybody was looking. Have you ever seen maybe a figure and you are like, is that a man? Is it an animal? What is that? And then you tell your friends, hey, you guys, ebu kujeni muone, ile ni nini, ile ni nani? Maybe it's a little bit dark, because this time it was dark. It was dark at night. Have you ever tried to look at something at night when you're in a corner somewhere, unaona pale, ile ni nini kwa ile corner, and you don't know what it is? And then you start getting scared. Hey, mami. Hata wengine mnamkanga usiku, mnaenda mnakimbilia mama yenu, ama mnakimbilia your dad or maybe your brother or your sister's bed. Nasema mimi ninaona kitu sijui ni nini nimeiona pale. Have you ever seen that? But now these were disciples in the boat. Now they saw something in the water. Do you know? I think Jesus just wanted to see whether they can get scared or not, and to show them that he is the Son of God. He has power even to walk on water. Walking on water, imagine. Hey, sijui if it was me, what I would have done. But I think these guys who are so scared is because they didn't know that it was who? It was Jesus. And so according to them, anything that can scare you at night, mutaita nini? Ghost. Na inatembea. Maze na iko na manguo za white. And all of them were like, oh no, this one must be a ghost. What are we going to do? What shall we do? And then, again they looked. Then Peter looked again. He said, you guys, hebu kwanza nyamazeni kwanza tuone. So, wakamwambia Peter, and I can imagine all of them were behind him. Peter na wao nasema tunyamaze Mungu nini kwa pale. Why are we so afraid of seeing ghosts? Okay, there was Peter. He looked again, and then he saw, it is Jesus. Aya, it's Jesus. Toka nyuma wewe. Huyu ni Yesu. Are you sure? Are you sure ni Yesu wewe? How can it be Jesus if he's walking on the water? Ati wewe na wewe bungoja. Ati hebu nione kweli. And then they looked again. And then they were like, nyewe anakaa, hizo manguo zinakaa kama zake. Lakini anatembea kwa maji. He's walking on water. And then Peter said, ama nimwambie, kama ni Yesu, wacha nimuite nijue kama ni yeye. Jesus, is that you? Is that you, Jesus? And I can imagine he must have been laughing when he's looking at what they are doing in that boat. And then he said, yes. Then he said, hey, Jesus, if it is you, tell me to come. Do you see the faith he had? If it is you, tell me to come. And Jesus told him, come. How many of you, if you are told to come on such a place, would you go? Would you get out of that boat? But you see the kind of faith that Peter had. He decided, kama ni Yesu mimi nashuka Bwana. Hata nini nitatembea kwa maji tu kama yeye. So he got down. And when he stepped on the water, it felt like stepping on the simiti. Akasikia ala, siingi ndani. Enyewe, I'm going to walk, I'm going to where Jesus is. And so he walked. And you know what? The sea, the water ilikuwa inafanya and there was a lot of wind. But he was not afraid. Why? Because he was looking at Jesus. He was looking at Jesus. Then, akatembea tu. Mazi na wengine wanamwambia, mazi Peter unatembea juu ya maji. You mean you're walking? I'm sure if there were phones, they would have just taken and said, wacha chukue ka selfie. Ka selfie ka Yesu ka Peter akitembea wapi? So that they can show his friends and tell them, hey, I'm telling you the truth. We saw Jesus walking on water. And Peter was there. He's the one who went to him. He was not scared. Children of God, you don't need to be scared at night of things that look like they are coming to you. Amka tu, now you cast them off. You tell them in Jesus' name, if you are not an angel, tembea. There was Peter. He's walking and he's looking at Jesus. But what kept him going? Because he was looking at Jesus. Jesus is coming and him he is going. He did not check who is on the side, what is happening on the side, nothing. Let me tell you, when you keep your focus on Jesus and you stop focusing on who is hurting you, who is calling you names, who is laughing at you, who is mocking you, who is doing all the bad things, who is telling you to go mwende mkafanye vitu mbaya, if you just focus on Jesus, you will get to him. And then, when he was just about to get to Jesus, maji kikatoka na huko, it just came and hid doom hapa in front of him. He forgot to focus on Jesus. Then he looked at the water that is coming. And the water came again and he came again. And then he forgot to look at Jesus. And what happened? He started sinking. Oh, ile ground ilikuwa ina sound kama simiti. Ikakuwa ni maji. And he started going in. And when he started going in, The next thing he knew is that, oh no, I was walking towards Jesus. That is why, oh Jesus, I am sinking, save me. Na akainua mikono yake. Na yeye Yesu akawa amefika tu just in time. He gave him his hand and he asked him, hey Peter, hata wewe, yani you removed your focus from me. Why did you look at the waters? Yeah, I can imagine when Peter got out of that water, because already alikuwa ameanza kusink. And it is cold. Yes, unajua, I don't know what made me lose my focus. But now you're here, Jesus. Oh, I can imagine even maybe he wanted Jesus now to carry him because he could not walk on the water again. But no, Jesus just got him out of the water and held him, and they walked up to where? Up to the boat. And they got inside. And when they got inside, all the others were like, oh my, surely, truly, you are the Son of God. Nobody can walk on water, really. Nobody has ever walked on water. Water. Enyewe wewe ni Son wa God. Tumekuinamishia. So, they praised him and they told him. And you know what? Another good thing that happened? When they got into the boat, suddenly the water just became calm. There was no more wind and no more water splashing onto their boat. Imagine when you focus yourself on Jesus, everything else will settle down when Jesus is around you. So whether you walk, whether you sleep, whether you pray, whether you are eating, whether you are showering, when you are going to school or in class, you are out of class, make sure that you are walking with who? With Jesus. So that every time and all over wherever you are, the things of this world will not hit you on the side, and the devil will not keep telling you, no, twende tukaibe, twende tukakunywe drugs, twende tukachokozane, twende tufanye nini. Hata kuwa na nafasi hiyo. Kwa sababu gani? Your focus is on Jesus. Walk with him. Pray with him. Play when you are playing out there. Think about him. Because when you walk with Jesus, everything else around you will calm down because of his presence. All right? So, I want us to listen to a song. And that song, when we listen to it, you will understand why I'm telling you that when you walk with Jesus every day, whether it rains, whether it shines, whether whatever weather, wherever you are, when you walk with Jesus and your focus remains on Jesus, nothing of yours will go wrong. But the minute you look on the side, have you ever seen when people are running in a race? Some people, they run like this. The minute you run looking who is coming up behind you, you will not win. Because why? When you look behind, then it slows you down. You might even hit something that will make you fall because you are not focused on where you are going. But when you are running and you can see the finish line over there, your focus is on that finish line. All right? So run without looking. Don't look behind. You're a child of God today. Don't look behind where you came from. Keep going, because your focus is supposed to be on Jesus. Your focus is supposed to be in heaven, where Jesus is, to live with him forever and ever. When Peter focused on Jesus, he stopped sinking. And when he did not focus, he got into the water. All right? So, before we listen to my song, I want us to look at my memory verse, which I have over here. I try to color my own and to draw my own. The feet of Jesus walking on water. Yes, these are the feet of Jesus. Hizi ni manguo zake, si kuchora yote. Okay? But it is from the book of Matthew 14 and verse 27. And what does it say? It says, take courage, it is I, don't be afraid. Matthew 14:27. Again, take courage, it is I, don't be afraid. Matthew 14:27. Take courage, children. Do not be afraid, even in the dark, even in the night, anytime, even during the day. Sometimes kuna wale hamwezi achwa kwa nyumba peke yako. Unaogopa tu, unaona ni kama kuna mtu anakuja kukumeza. When Jesus is with you, you will not be afraid. You will always be courageous. So, can we have a courageous week this week? And I pray that the song that I'm bringing to you, you'll be able to sing along. When you sing along that song, sing it every day, and it will be a blessing to you. So until we meet you next week, I leave you with this song. Goodbye.